Right, welcome back everybody. We'll be recording this week using a higher resolution setup. We were tipped off on the 2K boards to a potentially better way of doing things using the open broadcasting software, OBS. If you've ever wondered or thought about doing your own broadcasting from home, you might want to give it a look. It is lighter weight, and so I'm using that extra horsepower to try and squeeze out some higher resolution videos. Let's see how this turns out. This game is a 10K match against Fire, Water, Gasoline. On the bar, I've got the lower point total. That's actually an important element of this build, and you'll see, we'll talk about in a little bit, that I've actually trimmed a number of rather important corners to achieve that. But it's important, and in this case it worked. I got the first turn, and that will allow me to cover more than half the map before my opponent has any chance to move whatsoever. This is important because I actually need a lot of room to work with this squad. You can see that it is a 3-unit squad, and really it's a 2-unit squad with an extra sectoid. The sectoid is important. He's there for spotting. He can be used for a number of things like mine merging if you brought a psi-heavy squad. But I need a lot of room to work with. My biggest asset is going to be my mobility and my ability to disengage from combat, in fact, when it's time. I have a number of cooldown based abilities, which means that I can come back and fight again at full strength, slowly whittle down a team that doesn't have a whole lot of recovery ability. I think he heard me coming because his footsteps are heading off towards the cars, and generally people don't like the cars for good reason. The cars are actually kind of a death trap. If I have brought grenades, for example, any suppression shot that sets a car on fire, the grenade will set it off the same turn for an easy 11 damage. Yeah, he's definitely moved his units off to this side, and that can be okay, but it means he's completely conceding control of the building and the roof. He will be fighting from a 20 aim disadvantage. That sectoid, however, did not sound like it was retreating. And in fact, I think that second unit ran up to this car here rather than running to the back. He may not be conceding control of this corner. I hope he's not trying to split his guys up, though. So this unit's moving over here. I think he may be leaving behind bait on this side. Could work out for him. Could be terrible. In any case, the build is one Commando. You'll notice he's got fewer hit points than most Commandos because he is... Hold on. Unit moving? It is moving less. He's splitting up. I'm not sure I agree with that decision, but I think it'll likely work to my advantage. Alright, sectoid moves first. Why? Because if he's laid any clever overwatch traps, I want the sectoid to walk into them and not anything more expensive. A unit spotted down here, that's 7 hit points, that's got to be a smoke jumper. Or at least it's most likely a smoke jumper. It does not have overwatch if it has moved that far, which means I'm free to move up to here with my... Ah! Even better. Okay. So, that's a juicier target back there. That has 11 hit points with the regular armor. That's actually a kite jumper. That's not much of a juicier target. But it means that I can move up to here. These must be the sacrificial units over here. I do hope he's not going to pop a sectoid commander out from behind that van. That would be sort of tragic. That unit has the lower aim, so this unit is a higher priority target. Yep, that's a chitin jumper. And so this guy is going to go down first. I could theoretically miss 2 80% shots or not crit either of them, however it's extremely unlikely. On the other hand, I could just get bugged and have my shot do nothing. Okay, that's XCOM. Cool. Alright, it's okay. I'm going to blow the cooldown here, put up a telekinetic field. His 2 units have 90 and 80 aim respectively, and they will both have a 0% chance to hit unless they charge directly at me. So those 2 guys are basically useless now. I'm going to move up my sectoid behind full no vision. I don't need any suppression or anything like that, so there's no reason for me to stand out there and get shot at. I know half his team moved over here, and it's going to be the higher value half because these 2 are both cheap. Again, they've got no shot. I'm a little disappointed that my second rapid fire shot just got eaten by the game failing, but okay. Hopefully it won't cost the match. Telekinetic field gives 40 defense to any unit standing in it, so this unit is currently benefiting from high cover, plus 40, telekinetic field plus another 40, and his skeleton suit plus 9, plus another 10, so that's 90 defense total. 80 aim unit, 90 aim unit, they have a basically 0 chance to hit him. They've only got the 10% base chance. I'm sorry, the 1% base chance that you always have, because XCOM is willing to admit that it's XCOM. This unit out here should theoretically only have the 40% from the telekinetic field, plus the 10% from its skeleton suit, and actually have a 50 defense. However, because it is the unit casting the telekinetic field, it gains an additional 40% defense, and therefore has the same as if it were behind high cover. It's the same 90% that it had before. Now, those two units aren't much of a concern. I'm really much more worried about what he's doing with the guys back here. Because if they're going to be able to move in and counter-attack very effectively this turn... No, he's not. He's advancing cautiously. I don't know if he thinks I'm coming up on the roof or what, but that will pretty much guarantee that this unit's going to die. The question is how much he can punish me for it. I don't care too much about the chitin jumper that I saw run back there. Ah, sectoid? No, not useful. I think I'm going to peek with the sectoid.
I'm pinned down!
Not going to be helpful. Oh, I suppose it could hit. That's a thing. That's possible. No, he's backing up, so that could be a sniper I'm hearing back there, or it could just be he doesn't want to lose that unit. Either one of those is possible. I could sacrifice this guy to run out here and take the shot on the flank smoke jumper. I think I am going to do that. That's going to be potentially really annoying if he... Nope, that's a medic back there. Alright, well I found out what's back there. He did not get the kill, and I may be out of line of sight of that unit for the next turn because of the spot that I picked. Cat is going crazy. Oh well. Okay. So he's flanked. He does not benefit from his smoke. He goes down. That leaves only the sectoid there, the medic back there, and that means he's actually got a fairly lousy chance of being able to get in here. I'd be able to see most of his units with that sectoid, if he were anything that can get in, which means that I can now fairly safely... Sorry, wrong guy. I don't want you to take the shot. I actually want you... I know there's a chitin jumper back here someplace. I don't want to just walk in and get shot, but I also don't want to have to worry tremendously. The chitin jumper's not back here. The medic's back there. He could move in and take shots at me from the lousy cover next turn. But I think I just want to remove that unit from play. No. Getting greedy is what kills you on this team. It's, like I said, the point is to get out of combat, disengage, at my that my cooldowns come back, use that to my advantage. So I'm going to grapple to the roof, which ignores suppression. Grapples, I guess, move fast enough or something that you can't get the... Oh, that's lovely. You can't get suppression. However, my unit has fallen off the roof because she's awesome like that. Twice. Okay. Third time's the charm.
Deploying grapple.
Alright, thanks XCOM. That's nice of you. Okay. Sectoid's gonna go down. That's okay. Traded it for that smoke jumper over there. This medic could revive that unit, but if he brings it back, he's gonna be in a really flankable position, and that'll just result in both the medic and the smoke jumper dying. Ideally, I would have liked to take the sectoid over to here, which actually has cover, but ultimately he would have gotten flanked anyway. And in fact, this gave me slightly better vision standing out here. I think he's just going to shoot him. He probably won't have to move. Okay. Alright. So we know that left on his team now, he's got a medic back here, 1900 points. Chitin jumper back here, 1650. That adds up to only about 4,000 points of units I've seen so far, even if you include the sectoids, which means the bulk of his force is still hiding. He's seen what I have, but I don't know that he has what he needs to really deal with it effectively. In particular, if he doesn't have some form of explosive, he has really no way of winning a firefight. I'll just continue to run every time he tries to engage me until he either does something really crazy and moves out of position, doing a blind rush, or I'll just keep shooting at him from 90 defense and he won't actually be able to hit me. If he gives me an opening, run and gun will be back up on that assault. Probably not going to do it this turn. He would overextend and just be really easy to kill. The thing that makes this squad lose, besides double commando squads, this squad is actually a really awful tournament squad because it has no way of dealing with double commandos, is engaging when I shouldn't engage. Like I need to just pick fights. I don't want to be I don't want to be too gung-ho despite the fact that this is a commando. So I can take pot shots like this. 40%, whatever. Takes out the cover. Now it's a better shot. 11% or 11 crit. Okay, that unit's down. There's probably a medic back there somewhere, but I don't particularly care as long as I don't think he's got enough firepower he can bring to bear that'll kill that unit in one turn. Right? The whole danger is I die in one turn, not that I get worn down. Alright, I am going to bring this unit back here. I just want to be somewhat protected in case he brings that chitin jumper back around. I don't want it to be a guaranteed easy kill. I do want to make him work for it.
Got it covered.
The medic can be critted. This is a commando, so he is immune to crits. That's why I don't feel too bad about leaving him in positions where he could get rushed. They'd have to be able to hit him multiple times for pretty good damage to make that work. The more unconventional choice is that he's actually using a medkit. A commando would normally wear chitin plating or a mine shield if I suspect that he'd try to mind control him. But I opted for the medkit because it's cheaper. Moving first on a team that's mobility reliant is very important because I need to claim control of the center of the map, or at least a good chunk of it to have room to fall back. If he were able to just run up and do his thing any way he wanted, then I'd have no room to run back. Moving back is trouble. Rather having nowhere to go back, being in a corner. That's trouble for me because I need to be able to disengage, let my cooldowns come back, and bring them to bear again. Now if I'd gotten really lucky and caught an important unit out of place on that first turn, then it could have been all downhill. I probably could have just pressed an attack. As it is, rapid fire failed, I didn't get a kill, no good. That unit is going to be out in the open. He elects not to take a shot. The unit that just revived doesn't have a move, but I think he has that chitin jumper back there, so he'll probably throw smoke. He's also got another unit over here coming up, which concerns me a little. If it's got explosives, for example, that could be trouble. In fact, I wonder if... Okay, that smoke grenade came from this direction, so that's probably... And that's dense smoke, I think. So that's a medic back there. I wonder if he's playing his upgraded variant of the team that he used in the previous video. Which would mean that there is a rocket back there someplace. I'm not thrilled by the prospect of that rocket just popping out and owning me. And he's got to be back here somewhere. He's probably in cover. Okay. What are my options? If there is in fact a rocket back there, then you can take up pretty much any of these walls, and this whole area is destructible, right? So that's terrible. However, you can also see he has no skeleton armor on his guys, so I get roof control, and he's going to have to deal with that the hard way. I don't think he's going to have the tools to deal with it, or to just come up here and make me get off the roof, essentially. I am going to wait for the movement to complete. One advantage of these small teams is... Come on, game. Okay, so I see a unit in the back there. It is the chitin jumper. I knew he was back there. I could take the 75% shot, but there's no reason for me to do that. Instead, I'm going to mind fray him. That'll take his 80 aim down to 60. I will retain the use of my cover. I'll keep a full ammo clip. That'll come back in a turn. And so he's basically got a lousy chance of doing anything there. This 40% chance to hit here reflects the smoke behind light cover. However, after the... Oh, I can just get lucky, that's cool too. Alright, so that unit will stay down. I've never seen a unit actually get critically wounded twice, I've just seen them always die after being revived. I was going to say that if it missed, I could take down the cover and the second shot would have a better chance. Okay, so if that was in fact a rocket moving around in the back there, then he's probably going to launch it this turn. I think he can take out all of that wall and my cover, possibly hit my unit as well. He'll have to follow it up, though, with this medic over here who will have 92 aim. He had a medkit, I know, so no scope, that's 92 aim. That's basically going to guarantee a hit, but he cannot crit, right? That's a commando. So there's the rocket, and he's going to have to follow it up with that unit over there, which just lost sight of me momentarily because... Okay, there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Come on, XCOM. Alright, there we go. Okay, so he's going to have to take a shot at me with 2 units. He can kill me. I have 12, and I'm sorry, I've got 8 hit points. He's going to need 2 hits. He's got a pretty good chance of getting it, but it's not guaranteed, and of course this guy can no longer really do anything with that low aim and the stunted movement range from the mine shield. 1 shot hits, max damage, he's got 2 hit points, anything will finish the job. That's a lousy position because I basically cannot res him. If that shot hits, which I think it will, yeah, then this is going to be a long game. Why do I say it's going to be a long game? Because while I could run down there and res, we just both get shot up and die. But what I have that he really can't do nearly as much about is a unit that has higher movement speed than anything he's got, the ability to jump roofs, and a really decent aim. Not to mention mine fray, and I know none of his guys have mine shields. He's going to take the shot. He could get lucky. That was fairly unlikely. Because my cover did not get destroyed, I see it is on fire, but it did not die. I'm going to take the 75% shot, hope for the max damage. Nope, got a 5, which is the average damage, and then go from here. He's going to have to move those units around to try and engage me. His 2 paths to do it are this ladder here, that ladder there, and whichever one he comes up, I'm just not going to be at. He's going to have to split up to engage me, and splitting up means that I get to fight half his team at a time. That's the advantage of being mobile. That's the advantage of skeleton suits for roof control. Right, so he wants to go around the back there. He dashed for it. He'll be up on the roof next turn. I will not. I have a unit... I'm going to come this way. That guy would be guaranteed dead this coming turn. Even if he runs over and heals, which I don't think he should. That would be a guaranteed kill. The rocket guy is most likely not carrying a medkit, but he's probably the one back there. And this unit really can't go anywhere. His best choice might be to... Oh, by the way, notice the fire is spreading, so I can't stay here. As if I were going to anyway, because I know that other guy just went to the back of the building. Take the crappy shot. Gets lucky, it hits. Overwatch would be your best choice. And now the machine gunner. Alright, he's moving the machine gunner forward. That means that the unit that's out of position is actually the one on the far side there. It's the smoke jumper that's coming up to try and flank me. I could stick around here and try to finish this job. He actually didn't move to a good position to be able to fire on me. I theoretically could do that, but then I would get flanked by the guy coming up the end. If I calculate right, it'll actually take him 2 turns to get to me. That was a smoke jumper. If it was not a smoke jumper, then of course this will end very badly. My other alternative is to move down here, give him a worse shot. The problem with that worse shot is that this is all destructible cover, like very easily destructible cover. Also, it puts me in a corner, which is not really where I want to be. No rocket left. 2 units here. One there that'll die, and another back here. I'm going to move down to here and try to get him to follow me around the front of the building, run around the back, and try to get that one guy. Like the solo guy. Alright, He did not heal. And I can't see the unit that I wanted to hit. Crap. Yeah, it's a square out of range. Well, that is unfortunate. I can try to take my damage here, but I know that he's going to heal it back up. What good does that really do me? Let's see, a 40% cover, guy behind there. He won't be mind frayed next turn. There's a unit here and a unit here. If I mind fray him, he comes down to 72 aim, gives him a 30% chance to hit. It's still not great odds, honestly. But if I don't start getting some damage in here, he is just going to overrun this position. Like I said, this is not a particularly good place for me to be right now. With only 50 defense, and it's a fairly destructible wall I'm looking at, I might just die this turn. If this guy over here fires, takes out this wall, unit over here moves up to the back here, takes a shot. 7 is, on a crit, is automatic. It'll be a 7 or a 9, and that would be it. He could also just hit me, I suppose.
Is that all you got?
Alright, and good, it took out the other wall, not my cover wall. He's debating whether to take that shot. 92 base aim, minus 20 for the mind fray, 72, minus 40 for the wall, 32, and minus 10 for the armor, 22% shot. Now, this is firewater gasoline we're talking about. He takes a lot of low percent chance shots. In fact, with this one, I almost wonder if he should. I also hear the machine gunner moving around. But the positioning of his units puts him in a bad position to follow me if I get on the roof, so that's where I'm going next turn, given any kind of chance. There he is. There's the unit. That's probably the machine gunner. He is going to want to kind of trap me back there. However, that means the machine gunner can't possibly get to the roof next turn. So the roof is where I am going. Yep, heal yourself up. Probably your best option. Alright, and so the question is, where has that other smoke jumper gone, the one that was on the roof? I suspect that he would be bringing it in cover. I suppose he could just be mad dashing across the roof. Do a quick shield scan over here just to see if he's around. I don't see anything. Well, that wall burned down. That's annoying. I get to grapple to the top of the roof. 0 chance of overwatch. And I will be in a spot that's got cover relative to the facing over there. If that smoke jumper's on the roof, she's not. Then let's continue to hope that he's not. I need to heal. Now, there's a smoke jumper back there. He does not have an angle on me. And I don't know if Firewater knows how to get that to shoot me without having a good angle. So I'm going to risk the overwatch. Really what I want to do is heal. I mean, really what I want to do is res him, but that ain't happening. And I suspect he's got another unit back there. I haven't seen it in some time. If he's waffling about coming up here, though, then that'll be a thing. A safer plan would be, however, for me to heal, which means that even that 9 crit that could be coming up the ladder on the other side won't finish me, and he'd have to land that, plus he'd have to hit me with another unit. It's not totally improbable, but it's a little bit of insurance. Now, why can I still see that guy? I think I'm getting vision off of my dead, or rather off of my critically wounded Commando down there. is he moving? Oh, okay, well, that unit. No, he's still tapping around. He's still trying to figure out what to do. He's got a unit back here. I would hope he's coming up the other side by now. But I really don't hear anything. So either I've lost audio... Oh, there it goes. Alright, so he took the dash. I don't think he should have taken that dash. But he does know where I am. And he is moving into the bar. Alright, so if he's in the bar there, and there's not like a unit over there, then he will probably try and flank me this coming turn, right? So where was he? He was here? And so a unit with that much movement can get over there, and he should be right in down here. Now if I try to flank him, obviously this whole wall's blown out, right? So I have nowhere to go over there. That's a terrible, that's basically a trap. Do I think he can get up to me and flank me next turn, given that the hole is over here? Yeah, I think he probably can. I think he's probably hiding on one of these tiles over here on the inside, possibly. Well, there's no bar to speak of over here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That does not bring him quite around the edge in a position to fire. Instead, I can come over here and see if he is trying to get a little bit too brave. If he's trying to get to just run across the open, then I'll have a shot from here. Oh, what the hell kind of cover is this? I don't even know what's going on there. I should be able to see around this corner and this whole area here, but evidently that's not how the game wants to handle this. Okay. Well, this is bad. Well, that's probably going to cost me. That unit had 8 hit points. Overwatch would be pointless, and I can put up a telekinetic field, but I think I'm going to get flanked, and TK fields don't work when you're flanked either. So, I guess it's worth knowing this, this little piece of wall over here is garbage. Because your soldiers do not peek around it when the wall is destroyed. Alright, I should be peeking to this tile and revealing this entire area down here. I think there is now a unit on the roof as well. So we can move over here, but he's got 0 shot from there. Alright, so who is on the roof? Nobody there. Nobody here. Oh, there's the guy on the roof. Okay. If I move up to this tile, he can't come and get me. Can I grapple? I don't believe it's a grappleable tile. No. Okay, so if I move up to this thing, I risk eating the Overwatch, and I will have to take a shot on a guy behind cover. If I don't move to there, that's close enough to drop off this side, so I'm going to get flanked next turn regardless. I know he's got a unit on the inside here someplace. He's probably hiding on one of these corner tiles. But this stupid wall is blown so wide that I'm not sure what I can do. Do I think he's going to flank me with 1 unit or 2 units? I could just run around to the back. I'm going to eat a bunch of Overwatch. Not from this guy, because I don't think that angle is sharp enough, but anybody over here is going to have a shot. And that spot can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think it can flank me back here unless that's a medic. I think we're just going to run for it and hope that I don't eat too much Overwatch. I don't like that spot so much because it's got no... Alright, so we're going to run. No, I'm running this way. See, what I want to do is minimize the angle here that you see, to minimize the chance that that Overwatch is going to trigger off of this guy here, because he can barely see me around that corner. If I run this way, I'll run mostly flush to the wall, and I don't think he'll get the Overwatch shot, but I will likely get flanked. I'm almost certainly going to run through Overwatch here. Ah, damn it, they both triggered.
That all you got?
For minimum damage, but they did both trigger. Okay. Ah, shit, there's another guy over there. And if this guy hits, then he'll get another shot. Well, that's game. I should have just gone for the guy on the roof. Actually, what I really should have done was avoided this this situation by not getting caught with the rocket. But got greedy. Always lose this with this squad when I get greedy. I shouldn't have taken that shot. I should have just moved because I knew that was a rocket. Oh well, anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this, and we will most certainly be playing again in the future. Thanks for watching.